In recent news, the high budgets of blockbuster films have become a cause for concern. For instance, the fifth installment of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, has a reported budget of $300 million, not including the $100 million plus spent on marketing. To break even, the film needs to make around $800 million globally. This raises the question of why studios are investing so much in film budgets when the break-even point is so high. Typically, a film needs to make 2.5 times its budget to break even. In the case of Dial of Destiny, it needs to reach $400 million to break even due to theater fees. Comparatively, the previous Indiana Jones film, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, grossed $790 million worldwide with a budget of $185 million. This success was likely due to the hype surrounding Harrison Ford's return and Steven Spielberg's direction, as well as the long gap since the last film. However, the landscape has changed, and consumer interest in franchises like Indiana Jones and Fast and Furious has diminished. Another example is the Fast franchise's latest film, Fast 9, which had a budget of $200 to $225 million but only grossed $726.2 million globally. Even with COVID-19 as a factor, this is significantly less than the $1.2 billion earned by its predecessor, The Fate of the Furious. The domestic grosses of these films have also decreased, relying heavily on international markets for profits. This reliance on international grosses indicates diminishing returns for these franchises. The situation becomes even more dire when considering that these films would struggle to turn a profit if they relied solely on domestic grosses. The danger lies in studios allocating enormous budgets without considering the potential for diminishing returns. Another example is The Flash, which had a budget of $200 million but has only made $214.9 million globally with little box office momentum. None. It is projected that Warner Bros. Discovery could lose about $200 million on this project. It seems studios are investing large amounts in projects without considering their actual potential for profitability. However, there are examples of successful films made on more modest budgets. For example, Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse was made for $100 million and has grossed $566.7 million globally. This trend of ballooning budgets seems to be driven more by ego and hubris rather than what is truly beneficial for the film's bottom line. It's clear that studios should find more economical ways to make films without sacrificing quality.